There are countless productivity apps out there, and I've constantly been on the search to find the ones that work best for me. I've spent time researching different productivity methods, but I found it strange that there aren't many apps that actually implement these concepts directly. You'll often need to customize and configure a bunch of settings to make things work. That's why I created Modal. Modal is opinionated. There are certain ways to do things based on research of the best productivity methods out there. When you first log into Modal, you'll be greeted to some of these concepts. The dashboard shows you your priority matrix. The boxes show you the order in which to complete tasks. The first task you would do would be in box 1, important and due soon, then box 2, important and due later, box 3, not important and due soon, and finally box 4, not important and due later. You can create tasks by clicking into the boxes. So I know one important task that I have to do soon is to finish my machine learning problem set. I also have to pay my doctor's bill, but that's later. And I need to respond to Nadia's email. Not the most important task, but I should do it soon. And I'd like to organize my poems for the chapbook I'm writing. I typically have many tasks that span different parts of my life, such as personal, school, health, and work. I'm going to create these different parts of my life through the concept of spaces. So I'll create a personal space, a school space, a health space, and a workspace. Spaces allow me to organize the many projects I might have going on at once. So let's go ahead and create some projects now. In my personal space, I'm going to want to create a project for my poetry chapbook. I also like to give them emojis just to distinguish between other projects. In my school space, I will want a project for my machine learning class. I'll give it the robot emoji. And finally, in my workspace, I'm going to want a project for my internship. I can create tasks within these projects, so let's go back to my poetry chapbook. In this project, I'm going to create a new task to write the author bio, to submit to publications, and then I'll go to my internship project. Here I'll make a new task to schedule a meeting with Riz. I'll go ahead and also give this task a deadline of next week. Tasks with deadlines will always show up in my dashboard, and I can also see what list that task belongs to. You'll notice my previous tasks show up as none. That's because they're unassigned and will show up in the unassigned page. I'm going to go ahead and assign all my tasks now. So the machine learning problem set will be in my machine learning class. Doctor's bill, I'm just going to put in the health space. Nadia's email, I will put as part of my internship project. And organizing the poems will be part of my poetry chapbook. Lastly, when I'm doing projects, I like to make a list of all the tasks I have to do for it. I might not know the deadlines for each of them, and because of that, I don't want them to clutter up my dashboard. So by default, tasks are due someday, and I can find all these types of tasks in the someday page where I can know all the tasks I want to do in the future. That's the basic gist of Modal. Future things that I want to build is the ability to create goals and milestones, journaling, and mobile, tablet, and desktop apps. I'm excited for you to try out Modal, and I'm looking forward to hearing any feedback you might have.